Hello, welcome everybody. It is June 1st, and so I'm just going to do a reading. I'm actually gonna start in May, do a June reading, but also kind of fall into July as well. So let's start in May. So the guides have told me that a lot of people really haven't been doing the work that they've kind of gotten glimpses of through either different people that they've been listening to online or podcasts or from the books that they're reading. And so what's kind of left over from May is minimalizing, not just people, but also things. So while you go through your literal closet, go through your closets of friends and family, and figure out what serves you, what needs boundaries, and what needs to be gotten rid of. I know that's easier said than done for both material items as well as people, but the relief and the lightness that you feel afterward completely exceeds the prior. It's also very important for the month of June specifically to start practicing saying no to the things and the events that you do not want to attend, and going with your feeling and only going to the things that kind of your desires pull you there. And last but not least is the learning to observe with no judgment. It is very important to watch things happen before you and not put any form of judgment on that. Your judgment is just your beliefs, your habits, your cultural influence. It has nothing to do with the other person, and we all take the road that we need to take. Everybody gets to where they're going a little differently, and you placing judgment is just a dense energy, and it doesn't serve them, and it absolutely does not serve you. So learn to watch a situation or hear an opinion and allow it to be. It is just an opinion. It is just somebody's action, and unless they're crossing over one of your boundaries where you need to ask them to take a step back, it has nothing to do with you. So please don't pour energy into that. Now, coming into June is like a reset, a reboot. It's like when your phone is glitching, so you turn it off for 60 seconds and then you turn it back on. We're gonna sit in that 60 seconds, but for the whole month of June. A lot of people around you are not going to understand what's happening, especially if they're not on a journey they'll be going through the same thing, but it won't look very different from how they've lived their life up until this point. But when they see someone who is awakening, that is the lighter person, who's usually the optimistic person, and they see them kind of down, kind of gloomy, or just quiet, they might, they're gonna ask you what's wrong. They're gonna assume you're going into some type of depression. But you have a lot of feelings happening. You have a lot of downloads coming in. You have a lot of habits that you're breaking. And so this is just the time to sit, observe, and allow yourself to feel those things. Please do not overwhelm yourself with tasks to do. Please do not add on anything more to your plate. Of course, these are all choices, but if your guides had their way and could make you do what they would suggest for you to do, this is what it would kind of sound like. But when you feel yourself, like the amount of stress that you could obtain this month could just be so severe if you don't kind of dial it down. Sit in your breath, sit in silence, even if it's 5 minutes, even if it's at a red light, don't close your eyes, but take the time to really just feel and be okay with the feeling, and then You're not really going to be able to release it all the way, but release yourself from being fully attached to it. Understand that it is not you. It is just a season that you are going through. And those that are awakening, those that are allowing themselves to really feel the world and elevate, it's going to be all about your perception. So you can sit in it and you can allow it to kind of look like depression. And some people will take the heavier road. You'll all get to the same outcome for July, but you'll either get to you can take the heavier road, or you can take the lighter path, which is allowing yourself to observe, taking a step back, and then remembering to feel good about all the things that went right. Even if nothing like literally went right in your day, realize that you woke up to the sun, that the house was, still over your head, that your children are still alive, that, whatever it is you need to grasp onto, you got your coffee, your eggs were, just whatever it is, just allow yourself to feel into those things and leave everything else behind. And if you choose not to, June is going to really kind of feel like a long month. But when you enter July, we'll all kind of be entering into the same space. An easier way to get through July is to become more organic within yourself. So strip down your labels. So for myself, female, biracial, lesbian, mom, wife, daughter, strip all of those labels down and just be. So don't have any expectation of how you should be as a partner, how you should be as a mom, how you should be as a daughter, mother, brother, son, whatever it is. Allow that to dissipate and just be, and that will take so much of the heaviness off of you. And I mean, we are in a world that just, it's label after label after label after label. And I mean, and this works for anything, but specifically in the month of June, it would just feel so good to your soul to just allow yourself to just be. I know it's easier said than done, but it's never too late to start practicing these things. It's never too late to start coming back to your breath. And it's never too late to just say, I am, and leave it at that. Because you are everything and you are nothing. You are everything and you are nothing. Another thing that really will help during the month of June is realizing your beauty. Realizing that there's only one you, that you have things that nobody else has. You do things in a way that nobody else does them. Certain people love you, depend on you, use you, need you because you are you. And find beauty in that. Now, what is this month? What is this reboot? What is this all for, right? Why take this journey? As we enter in July, the July 4th independence, right? Another thing that, I mean, I don't know if that's by coincidence or not, but your personal independence, your sovereignty is the end goal in all of this. You realizing that you and the energetic space around you is yours and nobody can penetrate that. No one can make you feel anything. No one can make you do anything. You are your own being and you should be doing what feels good and what aligns with you. That is how to further awaken. That is how to find contentment. That is how to sit in peace. Sit with yourself. See your beauty. Realizing that you're sovereign. And for some of us, I mean, myself included, I have such a difficult time with it. So as much as when I went to the guides and they started giving me June information, I was kind of like, oh man. But also knowing that like I cannot wait to reach sovereignty. And so if June is what it takes to get there, I'm so pumped. And the reason that I give you the intro into July is so that, like, when you're sitting there, if like you can't help yourself rise above the feeling, know that it's not for nothing. Know that this is just a transition period, because your body needs to elevate, your soul needs to elevate, your mind needs to elevate, your cells need to elevate. Like, you're rising. And just like, you know, the people that enter the Olympics, or for someone learning how to ride a motorcycle, like, it takes time, it takes patience, it takes skill, and it takes practice. This is no different. The journey of life that we go on is no different. It takes time, it takes practice, it takes patience, and it is no different. You are okay, and if you don't smile through it, you will smile at the end of it, but find reasons to smile through it also. Know that the heaviness, know that what might feel like a burden is that blessing in disguise. You are amazing. You can do it. Glennon would say, we can do hard things. This might be, you know, one of them, maybe easier for some, but there'll be some catches. There'll be some catches there for everyone, because there are things to learn. In every cycle of life, in every elevation, in every rise, there are things to learn. So, to the beautiful people that watch this, to all the beautiful people, but especially the beautiful people that watch this, here we go. Here we go. Find your beauty. Get through June. See its beauty. Be patient. Be kind to yourself. Allow yourself vulnerability. Allow yourself love. Allow others to come in and give you a hug. And stay as light as possible. Stay in abundance as much as possible. Minimalize. Get things out that you don't need. That's less weight. That's less density. And I send you out just light and love. And we will all make it through this together. And if I don't see you before July, I'll see you in July. Have a great night. Thank you.